to Neville we go. Or no, Neville. Level we go. I just got a weather alert. It's gonna be 102 fucking degrees tomorrow. And here I thought it was starting to fucking cool off. Ugh. Oh my god, dude. It's gonna be hot as fuck all week. Son of a bitch. I guess, oh, yeah, today was only 97, which isn't too bad, but it's still hot, but these mid-hundreds are brutal. If we had a little bit more time, I would go trade in that cipher. I guess I'll wait. Actually, what did the guy give us? Oh, he just gave us ball. That was it. Okay. I mean, I guess. I was thinking too, if I have time, I can switch to Summoner, so I can just fucking use these and get them out the way. I could also do this one to, what was it, Dragoon Polearm? Did I have another one, or was those just those two? It might just be those two. Well, you know what I need to do? I need to go to, for the monthly, I need to talk to the, fucking Gabi, do the special key thing. I gotta do that 3 times. So I'll probably do one here and then, or I might do them all off screen. It depends. We'll see. New day yet? Not new day yet. Depends how long I go here and if I get blocked again. Alright, so after we talk to him, we're gonna look, basically we're looking for Teodor. I'm probably gonna talk to him and say, hey, you see him? So there's a little mini game, but you can skip the mini game if you have Rhapsody Azure, which I think I should. I definitely do. Or I could just try to beat him in the mini game. I might try to see how it goes. If it goes poorly, maybe I'll buy it. So they give you a way to like cheat it, and maybe like just to bypass it completely. It sounds like it might be bullshit. Well, if isn't that's right, come looking for more trouble, no doubt. Wish I had something for you to do, but my slate's all as clean as the waters of Fontes and Neria. But wait, you're not really here to see me, are you? I'm looking for someone. Another one of your manhunts, is it? Teodor, you say? Oh, right, that old fuddy-duddy who's always dressed like he's headed for a funeral. Funny you should mention him. One of my buddies who fancies himself adept at games at chance was talking to the guy up a few days back. Something about counting cards and loaded dice, but I tuned him out. But if you're looking for Teodor, I checked the Mummers Coalition. Besides, with that dour look plastered on your face, you could probably use a bit of relaxation. Altana loves all her children, but it wouldn't surprise me one bit if the expression makes even her think twice about giving you guidance. Off you go, let your hair down and gamble away some bald. Everyone needs an escape now and again. I'll even give you a little bit so you don't have to worry about spending your hard-earned bald. I don't get enough time off here, so I'm counting on you to have enough fun for the both of us. So here, gamble for me if you win. Give me some winnings. It's gonna cost us, huh? Oh, why did I go here? Might as well try it. If it seems like it's gonna take a while, I'll just go buy the key item to get past it. There they are. I like every time we talk to this guy, he never says shit, but Teodor always just shows up. Look how they're all wearing like red shades. Look how they just stand there like fucking zombies too. Just like straight up. No movement. Well, my dearest, that's right. Pray tell, how went everything with the young lady you were after? Oh, so you say you teamed up with our fair princess. The two of you have been seeing a lot of each other lately. Enough small talk. What can I do for you today? I presume you didn't approach me simply to stare at my impeccably groomed mustache. Well, you do look quite dapper. Can you help with Agnes's issue? But a hot button issue these days. Well, we have had our fair share of dealings of late, and of course I'm inclined to help you. To be frank, I've grown bored with my lot of late, and all things have their price. As an adventurer, you must understand, treasure means more than when you overcome adversity to obtain it. In exchange for my aid, I would ask that you play a game with me. No, I promise there shall be no brittles this time. I propose a mere game of chance, say boom or bust. I know, or one round, I leave too much to chance, however. I know. We shall make it a best of 5 affair. Should you emerge the victor, I will aid you in whatever you seek. Sure. You look a little pale, that's right, feeling the pressure. I jest. This is just a game between friends, so there's no need for you to stiffen up like a day-old loaf of bread. Time to talk is over. Let us see whom fortune favors. Alright. If this goes poorly, I will buy the item. It is all skill and little luck. Who does Altana favor this day? It is now the turn number 1 of your opponent. Your opponent's shots. Fucking 2. You shot at 2 for a total of 2. Turn number 1. Shoot again. You have to get close to 11 without going over. Well, how about this? So I can't tell what he's getting, okay. Bro, really? So you can force people to shoot again, got it. Okay. Shoot again. You can only use 1 trick per round. Dude, these low numbers, man, are making this hard. Go again. Alright, what? I thought... I don't know why, but... I lost. Wait, why does this tell me to go again? Just stay then, right? I guess I can try to make him bust, but... I had a feeling I had to go higher than him. He's gonna be close. I guess if he stays, he can look at his roll, right? Or he's only let's look at one roll. Crooked die, switcheroo. Nah. Watch me get another fucking 6. Hey, 10. Alright. Fucking stay. Watch me get some bullshit and his ass get like 11. You fucking serious? Fucking draw. You want to do this? Fuck. I was hoping that was gonna put him over, but I guess not. I probably gave him like a high ass number, dude. Ugh. No wonder they gave you an option to buy a key item to pass this shit. It's gonna happen like the first round where I got all these low numbers and I got a high one that fucking put me over. I should have waited longer to use that one. Should just fucking fold and quit. Right, at least one more though, it's over. I gave him 11. What a load of crock. Alright. Epic comeback. I wonder if he can steal from him like after he stays. Fuck him over that way. Something I could try. It keeps going. Thinks that. So you can. Okay. I mean, it helped me out, so. But you can't fuck with him that way, so that actually is quite nice. Alright, well, good to know. Maybe I'll try that. As long as you know I'm low and he stays, you know? From the looks of it, he's always gonna have like a high number. I don't think he's ever gonna bust. Nice. What? Stay. I mean, it could easily fuck me over here too. Fuck. Of course. Alright. I mean, I gave it a shot. But I'm not doing that till I win fucking an entire round. 3 rounds at that. Alright, let's go buy the item then. That guy is good at that, isn't he? Alright, actually, let me just do it the fast way. Alright, you know, while I'm here, I can train in that cipher too. Orange Jester outfit. What the hell did I just do? Bam, bam. Alright, I need various key items. There it is. Oh, it was a pleasure. Alright, let me go trade in the Cypher for Celia too. Still have yet to take an airship again for nostalgic sake, but I will one day. Probably on my own time, because they take forever. Yeah. Hurry up, old man. Thanks. Alright, back and settling. Wait, I went the wrong way. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba. Alright, Alright, Teodor, guess what? Automatic victory. Congratulations, my friend. With the look on your face, I was not sure you would make it. Pay my ramblings no heed, that's right. What is it you wish to discuss? About Ignis, I see. Is that so? I think I understand. What you truly seek is the reason why Ignis pointed his twig of a finger at his younger sister. Why, the answer is so obvious that I am amazed you came to me at all. I think that's right. Was he really pointing at Arcelia or something else? I'm sure he would be loath to point at another, as it goes against the very basics of etiquette. I'm begging your pardon, but would you do me a favor pointing at me? Yeah, the guy moved. How about that? See, that's right? Like that. When one points at another, he instinctively goes for the chest. So let me ask you to think carefully. Where was Ignis pointing? Ah, of course. The sword. At her chest. At her waist. Oh, it shows again for good measure. And what pray tell is it about her waist that warrants pointing out? Her hip bone. A sword. Precisely. Arcelia was not the subject of his gaze. Rather, what truly caught his eye was the sword she had at her side. Don't you agree? Now the question you must ask yourself is, what does this all mean? You're a smart man, that's right. Surely you do not need me to spoon-feed you. This message was intended for you, is it not? Suppose I have a few years on you, but it would be too much for you to expect me to provide all the answers. I'm not an oracle, blessed with the ability to see the truth hidden behind these shadows. The best I can do is to provide you with the tiny insights into the realm of possibilities. Now, if I were you, I would start by finding out all I could about Arcelia's blade. And if you had to find information somewhere, where would that be? I leave this mystery in your capable hands, that's right. The fucking library. I mean, I'm assuming that's where they want us to go. Whoops. Alright. But first, back to level. Bum, 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 bow. Bum, 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 bow. Damn it. You're in my way, are you? Oh, that's right again. So where do I owe the honor this time? Otharsin. You mean the mysterious blade of hers she always keeps buckled at her waist? Otharsin, you called it. It must be something special to have such an enigmatic moniker. Wish I could help you, but my specialty lies in pioneering and colonization. Afraid I won't be of much use. Now, if you wanted to know where you could find out more, then, Hey, I know you. Well, look at who the cat dragged in. If it isn't that right here in the flesh, what a coincidence. Let me give you a piece of advice, not as a maester, but as a person. Don't rely on whispers and rumors for information. Look, read, feel, and find those things out on your own. And when it comes to reading, well, there's one place in Adeline that stands above all. Where else? It's the Selenia Memorial Library. Why is her fucking eye shaking like that? Stop wasting your time floundering around for good-for-nothing subordinates and paw your way over there. It's because she's pissed. Volumes of knowledge speak more truth than this moron could ever muster. I'm assuming that's why, because it stopped. Since I'm already berating you level, stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Yeah. Think I'm making some kind of joke? We'll see how much energy you have left to mock me after I double your shift and take away your lunch break. But my boiled tomatoes will spoil. So today, we've learned that someone cherishes his meals more than his job. No, it's not like that at all. Standing here and providing guidance helps my day shine brighter than the statue of Altana. Let me bring a little more light in your life by having you come in this light stay. And God has saved me. That's right. What are you still doing here? Didn't I tell you to get that scrawny friend of yours over to the library? Hutset. I'm not here. Who are you talking to? If you don't get out of here right now, well, let's just say my claws are due for good sharpening. My back is itchy. Scratch it for me. Alright, I swear to God, this entire storyline takes place in this damn town. Like, I haven't left this town in, like, feels like forever. Library. Oh, shit. What the hell did I click on? Oh. Alright, so in the library, we should get another cutscene. Damn it. Bro. There you go. Oh, that's right. Always a pleasure to have you come pay us a visit. Our prince is not here today, but I would be glad to assist you in any way I am able. Artharzan, the sword of the founder King, you mean? All our books on historical happenings and artifacts are located on the shelves toward the back of the room. But one request, please don't cause much of a ruckus this time. That wasn't me, that was the princess. She got excited over candy. His Majesty and the Golden Beast. Here's Legends of Adeline. First chapter, floridly titled White Wings of the Swallow, Bring Glory Unto Our House, contains a vivid description of the founder king's exploits in Albuca, as well as a variety of minutiae about royal retainers. Alright, well that book was not useful. Or maybe it is. And so it came to be that the founder king, and may his glory blossom eternal, advanced onto the continent with 11 of his most trusted retainers. In one fell swoop he severed the heads of the 100 beasts, and the very trees parted before a noble visage, their limbs reflecting as he passed over further into the jungle. But the innermost reaches refused to yield to even one so steadfast of will and righteous of spirit as his majesty. If he could not breach the veil, then what hope did his 11 retainers have? One by one they fell to demons with teeth as long as great swords and claws as sharp as daggers, or brambled vines whose choking grasp injected poison into the retinue's writhing flesh. So, gruesome. Only one remained resolute in the face of impending doom, the unwavering Moromar of the Order of Shendik, whose axe cleaved foe after foe in twain in the name of our king. And then the continent began to turn on them. What happened to them that day was lost to the ages. The founder king surely stared in the cold gaze of death as he lay beneath the shrouded canopy. As the darkness clouded his eyes, he feebly rose his right hand, presented Moromar with his blade and a tiny keepsake. With his last breath murmuring, "Never again shall man set foot in the wilds of Albuca." Moromar solemnly accepted these gifts as the founder king bid him return to Adeline in his stead. Moromar hurried back to the city, spreading the founder king's dying words to him. spreading the words to all. His duty fulfilled, he marched back into the wilds, never to be heard from again. Alright, treasures of the royal family. It smells musty. Depictions of the various jewels, paintings, earthenware, and more adorn the tome's faded yellow pages. There it is. Orthozin. This blade, specifically a poniard, was wielded by the late founder king from the age of 6 until his ultimately demise in the wilds of Albuca. Since then, each Adelan's kings have kept the blade at their side, not just as a ceremonial object, but as a solemn reminder of the founder king's dying words. In more recent history, the dissolution of the monarchy means that no one has ruling authority over the city, and each Grand Chancellor has continued to uphold this most ancient of customs. When a large part of the circumstances of the legendary poniard returning to Adelan after the founder king's fall, rumors abound that the blade holds a latent potential within it, yet none have seen it do anything more than hang at its owner's waist. Alright, nice and short. His Majesty and the Golden Beast. Little dusty. Colorful illustration meant for a younger audience depicts a 3-yom tall beast of unknown species rearing up on its hind legs to confront a battle-ready founder king. Alright, it's just a kid's book. The biggest monster Adelan ever did see rose up and bared its teeth at the king. How big was it? Why, it made even the biggest mountain look like the tiniest vermin nest. The founder king's head nearly fell from his shoulders, straining to look up at its face. Its fur sparkled in the light of the bright sun above. The base gave out a mighty roar. Rawr. Its claws were bright, bigger and sharper than even the king's sword. What a powerful roar. Leave this to me, the king bellowed as he shielded his friends, and so he fought the beast all by himself. It's a crazy looking beast. Ah, he's sad. They fought for 7 days and 7 nights, till the beast finally apologized for making the king mad. He's like, bro, I just want to get some sleep. You win. Who are you? The king asked. My name's Turkulin. Turkulin? The beast replied. So, Turkulin, what is it? You lost, which means you must obey me. Of course, master. That's how the big, scary beast came to travel with the king deep into the jungle. Did you find what you were searching for? That's right. All volumes, tomes, and treatises ever published in Adelan find their way into our shelves. If it exists, we'll find it here. I wish to learn more about the princess's sword. With that, I could help you further, but if what you seek is not located in our annals, then I'm unable to do so. Perhaps the one who knows the most about the blade would be its wielder, Princess Celia herself. I didn't think that my words would bring out the bookworm in you, that's right. I was thinking back on our conversation and recalled an old legend told about the blade in question. I am pleased that I found you before you departed. Is your research complete? I like how the girl is like, I don't care about this story, and she's like fucked off. Oh, that I have impeccable timing. Tell me, have your studies borne fruit? I am quite interested in hearing what you have learned. Then we can discuss the legend of mine. This Lennium Memorial Library shows once more. A veritable treasure trove of information, to be sure, and your discoveries will put this on the proper context. Let me regale you with the tales I have heard, though they may differ slightly from what other sources tell. In an age whence shade a den in his land, the warrants of forest shall the flock non, the limb of... What the fuck are you talking about, bro? The murk blade, yet only with the oar, the swallows the white word. Hence, when the white feathers shalt flourishin, the sword's sext. Yeah, you seem perplexed, that's right, because I fucking am. Like most legends of old, the words themselves are quite tangled, wouldn't you agree? I have faith that you can puzzle it out. Well, why don't you fucking do it for me, bro? Think of it as a mental exercise that may aid you in your quest. Fare thee well, that's right, as my task for the day is done, and my games of chance awaits. This guy likes his fucking games, doesn't he? Alright, well, The one lady told us to go talk to Arcelia, so let's go to the castle. I like how the quest after this is called Beauty and the Beast. Wait, I ran past the warp. Whoops. Fucked up. Well, I'll be. Look who it is. Wait, who are you again? That's cool. Heavens, where was it I saw you? Let me think. Was it the place with the fan? Oh, right. You're one of the pioneers that's on everyone's lips. Was it? That's right? Shit. Oh, no, you forgot. It's about damn time. Oh, hooray, I got it. I just knew I could. But, sweet mercy, there's no time to small talk. You know, she probably forgets to, like, do part of her job if I forget how full she is. You, wouldn't happen to have seen the princess, would you? Well, I mean, Arcelia, silly, but she knew that, didn't you? So you have it. Oh dear, what a terrible conundrum. You don't suppose she ran off to the forest again? Why would you go to the forest? Why, well, to be honest, I'm not sure either. I thought you would know better than I. After all, the two of you seem to have been through a lot together. She tries to smile and laugh it off, but let me tell you, under that happy exterior, she's suffering inside. Yep, that's fucking clear. Clear as day. I mean, have you heard about her brother? He just so... Oh my god. So adorable. I just want to squeeze him and bite those little toes off. Jesus. This chick is fucking insane. Oh dear, I didn't say that, and no one can prove that I did. Sure we can. The two of us heard you say it. But be that as it may, Arcelia is stricken with worry. And not just her brother, mind you. Well, you should hear all the ruckus within the pro and anti-colonization factions happening to me in the halls. It tears at her so much that I can't blame her for wanting to escape from the castle. It was just like back then. Explain. Well, this is only the story I heard from my mother, who had been nursing Arcelia after she was born. This is before Ignis ascended to the Grand Chancellor. Ignis was quite a clever young man, but still, a child is a child. His father was always droning on to him about whether or not colonization should recommence. The castle grew dark and the tension was so thick you could stab it with a fork. Arcelia always put on that brave face at first, but she detests such heated arguments. She's always been quite sensitive and delicate, you see. It's a good portrait of her. So one day she said enough is enough and left the castle for the wildlands. Imagine, such a place is dangerous even for prepared adults. So what would happen to a young child if coming back alive? Of course, a search party was dispatched as soon as they figured out what happened, but no one could find her. Everyone had all but given up hope when 1 week later. One of the soldiers found her asleep in a grassy meadow, one of the few places where light shone through the forest floor. Sleeping with the beasts. Arcelia was surrounded by all manner of fauna, circled around her frail form as if protecting her. The tale goes that when the party approached her, the beasts did not attack, but instead slowly left one by one, receding back into the tree line. Interesting. I like that tale. But it gets stranger. 1 week she had been in the forest, yet there were not a single scratch upon her pale skin, and her tummy gave not so much as a single rumble. What's more, Arcelia had not a single memory of what she had been doing during that time. The only clue that was a torn piece of cloth marked with a particular sigil that she clutched tightly in her left hand. The sigil? Why, I was just a sweet, innocent young girl, barely about to blossom into a stunning young woman. Sure. Why would I know about that? And will you please stop making that face? I like how the wind keeps going by because you're like, you're fucking out of your mind. Well, when they say the sigil embroidered on that piece of cloth, the heads of the 12 orders stood straight up in their chairs, or so I've heard. Philibert said in his usual stuffy voice, to think he would bring such shadows into our fair city. In other words, all those bigwigs felt that this man, whoever he was Arcelia's side. All too mysterious, don't you agree? Indeed. She came back to the castle happier than anyone had ever seen her. Before that, she had been a bit of a shut-in, never passing through the castle gates, but she started to walk around the city more after the incident. And when Ignis took the mantle of Grand Chancellor, she started venturing into Olbuka more often. And you know what? Things are just like they were then. Never once did the denizens of the jungle so much as breathe on her. Baffles me to the high heavens. Soldiers and pioneers came scurrying back with their tails between their legs, but some mysterious power shields our princess from harm. Though she may be beloved by a certain portion of our citizenry, thanks to those events, there are more than a few who view her with unease. Some even call her the wild-born witch. Oh, my dear poor Arcelia, why must people say such foul things? There's not a kinder soul in all of Adeline. It burns my blood to even think of it. Oh, that's right. I didn't mean to take it out on you. It's just overwhelming, you know? Now you understand why I believe that she must be wandering the wildlands if she's not in the castle. Next time you go to the Obukan mainland, please, bring her back with you. Of course. I'm so glad to hear you say that. I worry about her so. After all, we live in troubling times. Her brother needs her perhaps more than any of us do. So again, oh, shit's getting real. By Altana, what's going on? It's Arcelia. She... What's wrong? Out with it. She's been abducted by monsters. What? What? Craziness. That was a lot of fucking talking. Good. Break time. Water. Actually, isn't it like right... Where's the fucking warp? Right, there it is. Alright, so we're going to the battleground. It's not even that far. It's just the front. I'm gonna go to intersection between I-78 and J-78. It's just like the corner. Now, considering this quest is called Beauty and the Beast, I'm assuming it's gonna deal with like that beast who saw the picture there that she was like laying next to as a kid. Jane, what was it? Jay and I. Wait a minute. No. It's the wrong way. Actually, I might turn out the Chocobo or the map music to see if Brian the Chocobo gives me the Chocobo music. You know, it's not like the actual Chocobo; it's a different one. Oh, wow, there's a lot of people fighting out here. I went the wrong way too. Damn, it's a fucking party going on. So we're looking for a signs of struggle. I think it's like right here too. Next to this tree. What level are you assholes? I don't want to get caught by accident. By a twig trip. Oh shit, it's what's her face? Ingrid. Why did you of all people to show your unseemly cratered face around here? What is more unsettling, though, is that the creature so base and primitive could possess such unbridled powers. What happened? It's like the beast from that story, too, with the king. A tiger happened, that's what it... that is what? A gargantuan feline with fur as fetidly arate as Gil dropped in the gutter carried her off in its slobbering jaws. The thing towered 3 full persons above us. Never have I seen a grotesquerie of such cloud-cleaving proportions. Not only that, but its deafening roar shook every tree and stone in sight. A single glance at its one speedy eyes was all I needed to know that this monstrosity would shred Adeline's entire populace with bits to satisfy its uncanny thirst for blood. I swear on my life that I could see those ferocious teeth puncture the princess's fair skin as it whisked her into the jungle. It was all I could do to stay conscious when I caught wind of its breath. The odor could only be described as a mephitic stench of death. She's quite the descriptive person, isn't she? Well, that reminds me. I got work stuff I gotta do. I can do it later. I just gotta watch a couple interviews. Why are you here? The stupidity of her question causes my head to throb with pain. What else could we be doing besides searching for the princess? It's only elementary that we expend our utmost efforts to return the Order of Adeline's most beloved personage to her homestead if she goes missing. Suppose even that concept proves convoluted to someone who knows only how to spill blood rather than preserve it. Of course, another exorcism of, riffraff like you probably called them, spook-em-outs. What? Or something equally idiotic is necessary, but just when we thought we found her. Well, this is what happens when your opponent is too craven and faces you head on. Do not truly expect a savage beast to understand the concept of honor. Deception and trickery are the only tactics which he may employ to best someone of my caliber. The injustice of all that makes my visceral organs boil with rage. Like she's drinking a potion. You're spilling it. We were elms away from bringing her home. That's littering. Brooding about it, however, will accomplish nothing. I would like nothing more than to go barreling into the depths of the forest and rescue our maiden in distress. But such stratagems befit no one but dim-witted adventurers who have heard one but too many heroic ballads. An organized search party suits the situation best, and a misdirected band of vigilantes. Feel free to play your little game of sword and spell all you want, but we competent adults will return to Castle Island to devise a fully thought-out plan. I'll rescue her myself, because I'm a hero of the story. Thank you very much. Pristine hair ribbon. Ooh. But we're gonna follow her and go back to the castle. Guess we're not the hero I thought we were. Ba-dum. Bam, bam, ba-dum. Oh, shit. Do, 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 do. Luckily, I can swap to the castle from this fucking spot, so let's do that. Whoops. There we go. And after this, talk to our boy Level again. Like how one of the rewards you're gonna get is a tinelabulum or whatever it's called. It's an item and it's a relic in Final Fantasy VI that, like, every time you take a step, you get health back. I don't know what it is in here, but that's what it is in 6. Is it true that Arceli was spirited away? That poor girl. Oh, I forgot that's her name. The latest reports to be believed, and is indeed true. Apparently, a behemoth creature snatched her up. I'm trying to think about it. I don't think I've seen a behemoth. Have I seen a behemoth yet in this game? I'm not even fucking sure. Apparently, a behemoth creature snatched her up in jaws and fled into the jungle's inner recesses. Perhaps snatched up is the tad euphemistic. from what I've heard, gulp down would be much more appropriate. If that is the case, maybe she should swallow her pride and relinquish her title of Wildborn Witch. Melvian, do you understand just how inappropriate that was? My pardons, Gretzig. Still, I get the meat of this argument. Of his argument, she's wandered off in the forest hundreds of times and emerged without even a scratch. Didn't she sleep amongst the fauna of all by her lonesome? Too, she should be fine if we make like trees and leave her alone. Plus, maybe the beast just mistook her for one of its cubs and carried her back to its den. It's completely absurd to even entertain such an idea. I never knew how true reign the fate raise. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have something. Wait. I never knew how true reign the phrase. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have something. Because they have to say something until now. I don't know why that tongue twisted me. I never. And would you care to impart to us your wisdom regarding the incident, Ingrid? I've witnessed the whole thing, and I must profess that the walking atrocity in the question had nothing more on its mind than to tear our dear princess limb from. Propose that we send a search party for Roselia, which I will command as soon as possible. We cannot lose even a moment of superfluous debates simply for the sake of following procedure. I've been talking way too much. My mouth is getting fucking wonky now. You nominate yourself as commander? I thought that went without question. I wholeheartedly approve this measure. After what has befallen Ignis, Arcelia is the last descendant of the founder king who can lead our nation to glory. There's no time to waste on mustering troops. The exorcists will be happy to send their unit of elites, which can be mobilized immediately. How weird. I never would have thought that I'd live to see Lord Vortimir volunteering to help Arcelia, let alone put his most valued troops at risk on her behalf, because they don't want to rescue her. They want to say, oh, we couldn't find her, she's fucking dead. Being part of the Founder King's lineage must be even more important than I thought. We would be ever so grateful for your help, Vortimir. I, for one, place the fate of our nation in your capable hands. Thank you for your vote of confidence, Svenja. We shall not betray your trust. But they will. That's what my shiny glowing ass stone says. The deep red hue can only be interpreted as a warning of ominous events to come. He's like, bro, I can't talk to you, but I see you. Just had an epiphany. How about we have Vasrai take part in your expedition? He has traversed the Albokian continent from time and time again. His expert knowledge of the field should be an invaluable addition to your squad. With all due respect, Lady Svenja, it'd be detrimental for the country to rely upon an outsider at this juncture. He may be from another land, but Arcelia has formed a deep bond with him that transcends nationality. I'm truly sorry to heap such an arduous task upon you like this, but would you do it as a service of accompanying the exorcist in search for a princess? Of course. Oh, I cannot adequately express the depth of my gratitude towards you. What a kind soul you are. There is no further debate I shall set about rallying my units. But please, I beseech you, to keep this incident a secret. We wouldn't want our fair citizens to worry over an issue that is basically solved, would we? That's right. The creatures that skulk in Miss Labuka's wilds have claimed the lives of many an unprepared pioneer. It may well behoove you to acquaint yourself with your enemy before endeavoring to slay him. Can you acquaint me with a tiger? I must say that you have an excellent sense of humor. Sadly, however, I've been within the city walls the whole time and know practically nothing about the beast. How do I do that? Why, the answer is right under your nose. The Pioneers Coalition is here to serve pioneers. Though Lord Vortimir may have said to keep this under the table, I hardly think only mentioning the Golden Tiger would arouse suspicion. However, it does intrigue me that... Never mind. Forget I said a word. I wish you a swift and convincing victory, that's right. Alright. To our boy level, which I gotta go here first. Howdy, partner. Hope it hasn't been too rough out on the range. So, what can I do for you? Talk about the Golden Tiger. Golden Tiger, you say? By golly, I'd be spurring my mount harder than a Twitherm dust storm to get to wherever one of those was. Bigger and bolder and fangs like logs to boot. Yeesh, maybe I'd better be off sweeping the stables. Either way, I ain't got nothing on a beastie fitting that description. Maybe the Scouts Coalition does, though. Well, thanks for nothing, bro. Alright, to the Scouts Coalition we go. Where was that again? Is that Eastern? It is. Alright, we want to talk to you. Hiding over here in the corner. Nice hat. Why, if it isn't... That's right, I did not misremember your name, did I? Who the fuck are you? Oh, thank the heavens, I do remember clearly, however, that you were present at the fateful gathering of heads. I constantly dangling my slippery precipice upon my myriad critical matters hanging the balance. It certainly is a wonder how I managed to remember anything at all. Suppose that is neither here nor there. I doubt you care to know why it was so hard for me to dodge or to dread your alias up from the riverbed of my mind. You carry our nation upon your back as you clear the way for progress, and you're currently in the process of uncovering where the light from our brightest star has gone. What would someone of your standing want with our Scouts Coalition? But first, let me preempt your inquiry with a corollary. Despite our collective effort to gaze upon above and beyond our borders, we still do not know what has become of that star. Oh, but if you do not wish to know her whereabouts, I have not a clue as to why you are here. I see. The Goliath that towers for teeth and forest-thick pillage is what you seek. Regrettably, I haven't heard a whit about that particular colossus. The feline part, though, does rub me a certain way. I take it you've heard of Kumau, the Flash Frost Nakul? All other bestial hellions that stalk the Albalkan jungle look up to him in fear. If there were a creature on the whole continent who'd know this monstrosity's whereabouts, it'd be him. Sorry that I have nothing further to offer, but I cannot imagine you need much more. Where can you meet him? That would be pertinent information indeed. He may be found prowling the banks of the lake that lies within Khmer drifts and is rent by the cries of deities. As you will not be heading into battle, you will require a special device to make your intentions known. Just a moment. Here we go. Take this with you when you visit the snowy dunes that lie far to the northwest. The Inventors Coalition developed the Tantala balloon, and it releases a special noise when run. To people like us, it's as silent as a snow-covered night, but for some creatures, let's say it gets their attention. I will admit that this is neither an orthodox nor a safe method, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm loath to put someone who's done so much for our alliance in harm's way, but I cannot think of a more appropriate solution at this point. Remember, emphasize that you harbor no ill will and are only there for the Golden Tiger. That will stem the tide of his rage and keep you alive, I hope. Good luck out there, you'll surely need it. Alright, so this new area we have not been to yet, and I'm pretty sure I need... Those are what the items I have are for. Because there's still two, like... I can't remember what they're called. But there's two, like, barriers we have to break. And there's two of them I haven't had access to. I haven't unlocked the ability to. That's where I remember the slime oil or whatever is for. It's for that shit. We have not been to Khmer Drifts yet, so it's going to take time to walk there. So tell you what, since this episode has been a lot of talking, I'm starting to lose my voice. I think I'll end it here. I would like to keep going to get more, at least some more action going in the story. But I'll have to wait till next time. Because I have to figure out how to get there and all that shit. So yeah. I'll end it here. And then next time, we'll go find this... Go out in the wild for once and explore. It's been a while. I'm trying to see like when the next story bit is. Whether I wait for like the next day, but I think it looks like it's gonna be a while. So we're good. It looks like some stuff's gonna take place in the drifts, like a few missions. So yeah, next time we will head to Khmer Drifts. That's what it's called, yeah. And try to save the princess. Very good progress like today, but like I said, it's a very story heavy expansion, clearly. So it doesn't really require us to do a lot besides talk to people. Which is okay, because it's been interesting. But it's nice to have like a mission sprinkled in here and there. Or like a quest, like go do something somewhere out in the wild. Which we haven't had to do much except walk outside here to the battlegrounds, like, and just talk to the fucking Elmric, which is like right outside. But yeah, I look forward to progressing more of this. Actually, how far are we? We're on 3-6. Block short. Chapter 5 doesn't seem too long. Chapter 4 is pretty long. We're actually almost done with chapter 3, and I was on the last mission of chapter 2 when we started this. So that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, but it's all cutscene. It says cutscene here, but we're actually going somewhere. We do have a fight coming up here towards the end of this quest line, or chapter, which is good. There are more, it looks like more quests that we have to do in chapter 4, which is nice. It still might take a while. And if we do run into any more, like, wait till the next days and it's like not close to the day, I'll try to continue Rhapsodies. Until we get blocked by that. We probably have to finish this eventually to continue that, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please YouTube, like, share, subscribe, Twitch, give me a follow, and I'll see you guys next time when we go save Roselia. Till then, late.